What's up, everybody? Is it Wednesday? Happy Wednesday. I hope that you're having a good and glorious Wednesday on this beautiful, beautiful June afternoon, July afternoon. Oh, no. We're in March. It's March. What is it? March what? March 17th, guys. March 17th. Try not to lose too much of yourself. I know you're not supposed to use your shirt, but right now I already spent time getting everything ready, and I didn't even realize that my glasses were blurry. So now instead of just cleaning them with the actual cleaner, I'm going to use my shirt. But I know that there's no sand on the shirt, so the shirt's good, guys. The shirt's good. Don't worry about it. I'm going to be fine. My shirt's going to be fine. Everything's going to be okay. Now I can see. Now I can see what God of Sparrows said. I keep forgetting to send pictures of my shirt. I'm so sorry. Oh, God of Sparrows, I'm so sad about that. I do want to see that, though. I'm interested in seeing what you've got going on with that picture, because you do have the Paul Jordane shirt. So I'm assuming you've seen me at a show. You had to have seen me at a show, I would hope. Anyway, how's it going, everybody? Is everybody having a good day here on this Wednesday evening? Wednesday after? Well, I guess it's more so Wednesday evening now than it is anything else. I'm just double checking, make sure that we are good to go on everything. Yes, sir, we are good to go on everything. So we, man, today was a weird day. I spent most of it trying to run around and get all these small things done before I came in here, and I had to do a lot of editing. I didn't finish editing exactly what I wanted to, but I had most of it edited, though, but then I had to film a little bit of the normal stuff that we had going on there. Good, on the way home from Illinois. Oh, Rachel, what were you guys doing out in Illinois? Y'all have a safe trip. Be safe out there, though, because those long trips, especially going down to Florida, that's a long trip. Hey, Shy, how are you? I'm doing well. I'm very tired, but that's because I've been up since 3:30, almost 4 a.m. So it's just one of those things. You can't really. I'm not really going to complain about it, because now that I've made it through the day and I'm feeling really good, after this show, I don't even have to go do cardio. Normally I have to go do cardio. I don't even have to go do cardio. I already got everything done. I got my squat workout in. I walked one of the dogs. I did everything. I did everything that I needed to do, so now I'm feeling good. So now, whenever I finish this show, all I have to do is go lay down, go to sleep, feel really good. What is up? Allison has joined the chat. I'm glad that you have joined us, Allison. Shy is making lamb biryani. That sounds very interesting. Ever going to come to Texas? Probably. Keep your eyes open. I'm going to be all over the place, especially as things start to open back up, which we know that there's like 6 or 7 states that have opened back up now, Florida definitely being one of them, and I'm going to be wrestling in Florida very soon. I have Georgia next month. I have Massachusetts coming up, but that might be Rhode Island. That we're still working on the northern stuff. All the northern stuff's going to take a little bit longer than everything else, just because that's just one of those things. That's just what you have to deal with whenever it comes to trying to get your bookings and you're trying to push it all out there like that. Rachel's visiting family out there in Illinois. Well, that's good. I hope that you make it safely. And God of Sparrows, what part of Texas? Because Texas is a huge state, so I could be coming to a part of Texas that's just as far away from each other than we are right now anyway. Probably not that much, but you know what I'm saying. Let me hook up the audio. Oh, I gotta turn that off. That's off. Yep, cool. I just want to make sure that everything's charged up so we don't lose our charge while we're on the live stream, going and rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling, as Fred Durst likes to say. There we go. Good deal. Good deal. Yeah, but today's been, it's just been ridiculous. It's been ridiculous all over the place, and there's not much you can do about that. You just have to deal with it as they go. Roll with the punches, as they say. Houston, that's where Booker T is, definitely. I'd definitely go there. Definitely. I have friends who wrestled there. I have a lot of friends in Houston, so, hey, you never know. You might actually be inspiring me to try to get some bookings down there. But there's only a few promotions that I'd want to work for down there anyway, unless they pay. Unless they pay, guys. If they pay, then there you go. You'll make my day if they pay. As they say. You know what I'm saying? I just got here. Did I miss anything? No, sir. Perfect timing. I've been on for literally 5 minutes. I've been doing my bullshit rambling for the past 5 minutes, so you have not missed anything. What, Ron? You don't remember what Biryani is? I explained to you once on your show. Yes, I do remember that. I read it. I don't remember how to say it, though. That's the thing. I remember the word. I don't remember how to say it. That's why I was having problems with the pronunciation, because I don't know how to... I don't think that I'm pronouncing it properly. Maybe I am, but I don't think so. I'm going to wrestling this Saturday as well. What part of... is it the reality of wrestling, or is it something else? That seems pretty cool. At least you get to go to some wrestling. At least you've got some kind of wrestling going on. That's the thing. But I got a bunch of different bookings coming, and just stay on top of all of the social medias. You guys know how that deal is. Y'all know what's up with all that. I think that what is today's topic? Today's topic is dealing with traffic and trying not to have too many situations where you have, I wouldn't call it road rage. Maybe I would call it road rage. You're trying to avoid having road rage, but it's like the people in the other cars are trying to piss you off. They're doing everything in their power, and maybe they're not paying attention, but then they realize what they're doing. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. But yeah, it's more so because I had a few things happen today, and I was just wanting to complain about it. And I did see a crazy wreck, which is why I was asking about it being a demolition derby, because I do see the demolition derbies going on, and it's a mess out there, guys. You got to be careful, especially on St. Patrick's Day. Especially on St. Patrick's Day. Oh, green! St. Patrick's Day. I should drink alcohol. I think maybe I'll get a Truly. I'll finish it with a Truly. How about that? When IHTP, we'll finish it off. But there was one other. Oh yeah, no shit. It's my own damn thing. I have the worst time promoting my shit. But guys, if you're on the show right now, checking out everything, head on over to my YouTube, Paul Jordane. Subscribe to the YouTube and check out my newest video, my newest release. That was Ralph and I doing our last excursion on Went for a Walk, Got Lost. Went for a Walk, Got Lost is no longer going to be the same iteration as it is now. Ralph is moving, and he's not going to be on the shows anymore. He's not going to be on any of the live streams. He's not going to be doing his normal recording and all that other good stuff. He's gone, and Jordane's alone again. It's just Jordane again. So we'll see how it all goes. I definitely have some plans for how I'm going to manage this. And you will be seeing in the next couple of weeks exactly how it's going to be going. And by the way, Dreama is returning on Friday. So Dreama and I are going to have a Friday show, probably going to be 2 to 3 hours. We're going to play some games. We're probably going to do one game of Jenga. We're probably going to do some Foursquare, something like that. What is it? Not Foursquare. Connect Four. We'll do some Connect Four, maybe whatever type of game. If you guys have any suggestions for types of games that you would like to watch us play against each other, let me know, because that's going to be a really fun one, and maybe we can get Ralph in there for the last time, for our last excursion with old Ralphie Poo before he moves back down south. God of Sparrows. It's Texas All-Star Wrestling, I believe. That's awesome. It sounds familiar, but I mean, you put a state in front of All-Star Wrestling, and that's every promotion in every state. You know, Maryland All-Star Wrestling, Massachusetts All-Star Wrestling. You know, all these. The All-Star Wrestling is probably one of the easiest names to have. So it sounds familiar, but I'm not too familiar with it. I'm more familiar with the name than I am actually most Texas promotions anyway. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Kathy, we are listening as a family. Thomas is driving. Hell yeah! What's up, Thomas? How are you, brother? How are you? Daystone Wolf, I forgot it was St. Patrick's Day. I forgot it was St. Patrick's Day, too. I've been doing my shit, my normal day, getting through everything. And now, finally, we're here. We're here. And we're here a little bit later than I was planning. But, man, like, it's so hard. Like, you can plan things. You can plan things. But then, eventually, you see the time just slips right out of your hands. I had to do my squat workout I was going to do it at 1 p.m. And I didn't even get to my actual squats until 4 p.m. because I realized that I had to go back and I had to edit the rest of the episode of Went for a Walk, Got Lost. And as I mentioned that, make sure you go to the YouTube, watch that episode, please. Because I spend a lot of, whenever it comes to those longer videos, when it comes to Went for a Walk, Got Lost, I spend a lot of time editing that shit. And it's not the best editing. It's not the best editing because sometimes I do get lazy. But when I'm motivated, boy, that shit's on fire. That shit's on fire. Thomas said hi with a big smile. Thomas, I love seeing your live videos that you post on Facebook, especially when you're working, because it reminds me of back whenever I used to work for apartment complexes. We'll zoom that in a little bit. I think y'all want to see my face a little bit more, right? You want to see my face, right? That's what we want here. That's what we're here. That's the money. The money is right here, okay? We don't want to back it up and blur the shit, because then what's the point? You can't see the pretty face. You got to see the pretty face. Jeez Louise. But yes, please do go and check out Went for a Walk, Got Lost. That'll be mine and Ralph's last episode that we have together. I do have some older episodes. In the works that I'll be editing, but I'll be editing those. I might host them a little bit, but it's not really. I just want to mainly get that footage out there so we can just get it over with and get it done. I don't want to just sit on it because it's pretty good stuff. From what I remember, it's pretty good stuff. But you know, I watched the premiere for Went for a Walk, Got Lost. Hell yeah! This episode was okay. You got to watch the next one though. The next one is where all the action is. This one was kind of leading up and building anticipation, and then once we get there, we're idiots. We're idiots. So it's always good though. It's always good and it's always fun. It's always entertaining. And this episode was more so just our journey to the Rock. The next episode, there's a couple like threads of storylines within that episode, which is just one 15-minute episode, which is really good. It's really fun. I love it. I think that it turned out pretty well, especially compared to some of the older stuff. But as I was saying before, I'm still figuring that out as well. So now that I don't have Ralph anymore, I'm going to have to figure out. There's a lot of logistics that I have to figure out. That there's just a lot of stuff that I got to do. So we'll see how that is. For right now, though, for the next couple of months at least, I have enough footage to get us through for a little while, and then I'll figure out a new way to start filming everything and get it going. Just trying to make sure that y'all remember this is Jordane right here, hanging out with you on Wednesday as it is on Wednesday. Yeah, I was walking last night. I did not get lost, guys. I did not get lost, but I was going for a walk last night. And, here's a comment. Here's a comment real quick for you guys. I know you guys love to hear this. God of Sparrows said, I could probably beat you in the ring. And I like how you put a laughy face on there, like, yeah, as if. Because that's what I was thinking. Yeah, as if, right. Sure. I'm sure you could beat me, God of Sparrows. Bring it on. Bring it on. Bring it on. Oh, man. Yeah, but I went for a walk last night, and it was a little bit later, so it was like right after the show that we did last night. And I've been trying to make sure that I get my walks in, and I got most of my walks in. I still have to get like a little one in tonight because but it's not a lot. It's not a lot compared to what it normally is. And normally I get cardio. I'm actually running, and it doesn't take me as long. But I haven't been in that habit. I'm getting it back into the habit next week. This week has been good. I've been building upon and building upon and building upon, and now we're getting to the point to where we're good to hit that shit hard again. God of Sparrows with the laughs. I love it. With the laughs. That's always good. Daystone Wolf, Oh, I. Did you mean to say something, Daystone Wolf, or did you put I? Oh, there we go. Oh, I burped. I've been watching since episode 30. I know. I've been watching since episode 30. That one hit me by surprise, too. It was like out of nowhere. I've been watching since episode 30. Oh, hell yeah, Daystone Wolf. You've been around because we're almost at 60. You're almost halfway in. Dude, you're almost halfway in. Oh, man, is my blurry? Is my face blurry, guys? There we go. I think that's better. All right, good. Anyway, so I was taking a walk last night and, doing my normal cardio thing. And I know I'm going to try to finish this story before I get off onto a tangent. But as I was walking, I passed by a deer. And a lot of times, you pass by living deer and it's no big deal. And a lot of times you see them and it's fine. And then as you're walking, you're in the woods, you're in nature, you're experiencing different things. You're seeing how it is. You're seeing how the real world is, not this modern society thing. And you're actually running up onto death. I found a deer, and that deer was dead. Its ribs were showing. The bone from the ribs were showing. And its head was still there, though. So whatever it was, something was eating the hell out of it, and it just left, like, the head and, like, the neck area, but everything else was eaten. It is probably scavengers from all over the place anyway, so it's not like it's not like it's that, that big of a deal. But I passed by this one spot, this one dead deer. I kept walking, and I found another carcass. Another dead deer. 2 dead deer in the same damn yard. And the yard's a school, though. So I was walking through a school. So I walked onto the baseball field, and in the outfield, in the center field, there's a dead deer carcass. You keep walking a little bit, and then you go onto the softball field. You get onto the softball field, and then on the third base line between home and third base, a little bit off to the side, there's another dead deer. And it's just like a carcass that's kind of halfway gone as well. So I don't even know what the hell's going on. Like, is there something in the water? And they were. I was going to say they're baby deer, but I don't know if they're baby deer. I think that they were younger deer. So, younger deer definitely don't live that long anyway. So, I don't know. It's weird, though, because you don't normally pass by freshly devoured carcasses like that. And it was 2 of them, and they were within 50 feet of each other. So it's just weird. It's just weird. I know, DKNY. I know. It's creepy shit. It's creepy shit. Daystone Wolf, when do you think you will reach episode 100? What is it, March? Somewhere in May. We'll hit 100 somewhere in May. If not, the beginning of April, but probably May, we'll hit episode 100. And that'll be a big milestone. That's the big milestone I'm looking forward to. That's awesome, Daystone Wolf. You jumped in at the beginning. I'm only 3 months into this, Especially if you jumped in at episode 30, then you're just now getting a roll and a hang on to everything, But you're in before most of the people because I plan on having way more people be on the show. Asshole Cat had it for a snack. Yeah, Asshole Cat probably snuck out there and started eating the deer. I wouldn't be surprised. Guys, I would not be surprised if that stupid-ass cat was out there eating the deer. I wouldn't be surprised if he really did find a deer and I walked up on him and I saw him eating a deer. I would not be surprised at all. If anything, I'd walk up and try to kick him and try to push him away from it. But then he'd claw me, and I'd feel bad because I don't feel like getting hurt. He's just a baby, just a baby cat. He's just a baby. But the deer is so creepy, man. That's the dead deer, and you're trying to have a nice, relaxing walk, and you just walk upon dead bodies, and the dead bodies ain't doing nothing. Your cat is a badass. Yeah, man, cat is a badass. He's a badass, but he's also a sweet, sweet soul. He's like one of the most chill cats I've ever seen. He's very patient with people. He's very patient with children. I've seen 4 or 5-year-old children walk up and grab him because they like fluffy things. So, children are going to do what children do. You know how they grab puppies and they grab them by the neck and they try to carry them by the neck? Well, they did that to boy cat. Man cat, sorry. No disrespect, man cat. Please don't, what's the word? Swipe me? Spine me? Smite me. Please don't smite me, man, cat. Please don't smite me for that. But yes, I've seen it, and it happens. It is what it is at some point. I don't want Mancat to smite me, but Mancat's going to do whatever Mancat has to do. He's in control of his life, and I'm in control of mine. That's all we can do. He's just a partner in crime. He's not my pet. I don't own him. Actually, I do own him. But don't tell him that, because then we'll have an argument, and I don't feel like arguing with him, you know? Your cat is a badass. Thank you, Kathy. Laura. Oh, Laura's in the chat. What's up, Laura? May 14th is episode 100 if today is episode 58. Thank you, Laura. There you go. Instead of estimating, you had the old nerd come in there and tell you exactly where it's going to be. So thank you, Laura. Thank you, nerdy Laura. Such a nerd. I figure, just schizophrenic. Gets schizophrenic. I have a friend who has schizophrenia. That's no joke, man. That's a sad one to watch your friend deteriorate and not become or become something that they weren't before, or become, I don't know if they even become anything. I don't even know, like, because they lose their identity, and they lose, like, contact with, like, most rational things, you know? So it's tough. It's tough. Daystone Wolf, good question. Very good question. What would you consider your channel to be? Would you say a review channel or something else? It's very close to a review channel, because I do some reviews. I like the movie reviews. I like the Went for a Walk, Got Lost is basically reviewing hiking spots, hiking areas, trying to encourage people to move around a little bit. What else? Yeah, kind of, but I don't know. That's a tough one. That's a tough one, though, because, you know, when I set out to start the channel, I wanted it to be Paul Jordane, you know? I wanted it to be Paul Jordane, and I wanted it to be Endgame Jordane and be what I like to do, do the things that I like to do. And I'm starting to realize I did not plan on doing the Just Jordane show every day of the week. I realized that I have a passion for this shit. I always had an interest for it. I always wanted to do something like this. I always wanted to do a podcast. I did a podcast. I've done multiple. I've done the Spitting Venom Radio podcast. I've done wrestling podcasts. I've done producing for wrestling shows, producing for podcasts. I've done a lot of that shit. And all that's by, like, I'm self-taught. I taught myself how to do all that shit. But when it comes to, like, and I'm still figuring out what this channel is too, and what this show is. Because you get a niche, and I am in the professional wrestling niche, but I don't want to niche it down too much to where you can't have conversations about normal shit, where we got to come in here and all we have to do, let's think of some random wrestling shit to talk about. I love wrestling and I'm passionate about wrestling, but I'm a human. We all experience a lot more things than that. So I don't necessarily know yet. I don't know yet, Daystone Wolf. That's a great question. And maybe ask me that in another 6 months when we're at 150 episodes, and then I really get, like, an idea of how this stuff is going. Because I'm getting a lot of really good ideas of how it is, and I'm getting better at it, and it's coming along. But that's the beautiful thing about the Just Jordane show. We're figuring it out as we go. Part of your show is letting people know you better. It works. Yes, exactly. That's the main thing, is, like, getting to know Paul Jordane, whether it's reviewing something, whether it's talking shit about something, whether it's bitching about traffic like I'm about to do, whatever it is, whether it's talking shit about what's his name? Dr. Fauci. We just had him yesterday. Dr. Fauci, and then Gremlins the day before that. I enjoy it because sometimes I want to talk about the shit that's in the news, and then sometimes I want to talk about a movie from 1984 because I thought it was good. That's what I like, you know? And what's weird is everybody enjoyed the Gremlins episode. People do enjoy the movie reviews. Like, my most viewed stuff is the movie reviews. It's funny. But anyway, I'm not sure yet. You're freezing up. Am I freezing up everywhere else, guys? Are we good? Where are we? Where are we at? Are we looking good? Because it looks good on my end, but I don't know. I don't know legitimately if it's working or not. Looks good though. And another thing that I've realized with this, since I multi-stream to a bunch of different places, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Periscope, all that type of stuff, I do realize which, like, some weeks you do better on some platforms and then you do others, but it's more about paying attention to that, your overall growth, and then seeing where your overall growth is mainly coming from and then zeroing in on that so that you can focus on the growth. And my growth has been on YouTube more so than anything. So Daystone Wolf, thank you for that. Mahoney Games, thank you for that. Oh, hey, Mahoney Games. Guess I'm late again. Yeah, you're late again, but it's all good. It's all good. It's not freezing on YouTube. Thank you, Mahoney. But yeah, that's and it's all coming along. And Allison, thank you so much, Allison. Allison, you're good. This is what I want. This is what I feel like I should be doing with wrestling and this. Wrestling and this. These are like my callings right here because I love it. I love it. It's fun. It's very fun. But I'm not, that's the thing too, because most of my friends are they do the live shows and they're wrestlers and stuff, but they all do like video games and they all play video games and they all do that. And I get the attraction for it. I get it, but I haven't been into video games in so long. I would have to be playing some retro shit, or I'd be playing Age of Empires, which I would love, but I would only do that like on a Sunday whenever I really, really don't have anything to do, because during the week I make sure that I have my shit laid out to where I have to stay busy the whole time, and then whenever I'm done with this, now it looks like this is going to be my last task of the day. When I'm done with this, I can relax. But I can't relax until I get there because I have too much shit that I have to do until I get here. And I've been up since 4 a.m. So it's just one of those things where get this. Yeah, I'm tired. Too bad. That's just a feeling. Get the fuck over it. Keep moving. Boom, boom, boom. I'll be tired tonight too, Then I can take advantage of it. Stay awake. Get it over with. Fix your sleeping habit. This is me talking to myself. And you're always trying to better yourself. And that's another thing too. So, and we're all like, that's the thing, Daystone Wolf. We are, we're also, better yourself. I don't want to say it's necessarily like one of those self-help programs or whatever, but we do have a positive slant to the way that we go about things. And especially whenever I'm going over news and stuff like that, like I'll do devil's advocate and I'll cover both sides, but I'll give you my real opinion. But it's also important to understand that so many perspectives are valid. Everybody's perspective is valid to a point. I mean, your point of view ain't valid to me, and my point of view ain't valid to you unless we're having a conversation and then we're interacting with each other in that way. Other than that, you don't even matter to each other. So it's all about trying to create that type of connection and figure out what exactly is your niche. And I haven't figured out my niche yet. I guess I'm a wrestler, but I have so many different types of interests. I have so many different types of things that I like to talk about, and it seems like you guys enjoy it too. So maybe we're on to something. Maybe. I don't know. Hopefully we're on to something. Sorry, I'm going to get back to the chats now. Hello, driving and I'm listening. Oh, Lori. I'm glad. Lord, we got Lori. We got Laura. We got everybody in here now. Tara. What's up, Tara? Daystone Wolf, can you believe that you have been uploading since 2013? Dude, I can't believe. I can believe, but I can't believe. Because when I first started, I've always had these ideas that I wanted to do this show. I always wanted to put out more YouTube stuff, but I would only put out some of my wrestling matches every couple of months because I wasn't confident enough in my ability to be able to sit down and just talk by myself without having a video game, without having all this. It's literally just me with a microphone, and we're going to sit here and have a conversation. That's very intimidating, and I've always wanted to do that, but I didn't take the steps to it because it was just an idea. It was just an idea. Like, I'd like to do that, and then the past few years, eventually, I start realizing that the only way I'm going to get people to understand me and to realize who I am and connect with me is to push my shit and push me out there. Because in wrestling, if you're trying to get promoters, if you're trying to get no promoter have I ever met ever knew what to do with me. They're always like, I don't know what you are. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you are. You're a big, tall, good-looking guy, but I don't know what you are. Like, you know what the fuck I am? Yeah. Well, I'm not going to be the fucking milkman, and I'm not going to be the fucking IRS man. I'm not going to be any of this type of bullshit. When I wanted to be a wrestler, I wanted to be me. I wanted to be a wrestler. I didn't want to be a fucking barber or any bullshit like that. I want to be Endgame Jordane. I want to be Paul Jordane. I want to be the fucking wrestler. I don't want to be some fake bullshit, like some bullshit character. Oh, I'm going to be a clown. Oh, that's cool. Great. Wonderful for you. Not for me. Doesn't work. I don't like it. I can't connect with it. Not my type of wrestling. But the problem is, it's hard to convince people that you are entertaining, that you can get people to like it. If you don't even get the chance to do it. If people aren't even planning on putting you out there, you can't even do it. So you have to put yourself out there. You have to. That's the only choice you have. You don't have any other choices. The other choices are put it on somebody else's shoulders. Can't do that. Fuck that. Y'all get me. Y'all get me. You understand it. See, Laura, here comes 5 sticks, almost 7 sticks. We're getting up there. We're moving. We're on the move. We're on the move. But that's the thing, though. That's the frustrations that I've had. And this is why I put so much effort into this now, because I built a fucking studio. I did all this shit because I realized that nobody's going to be able to tell my story. I have to tell my story. I can only tell my story my way. Nobody knows me. Nobody knows you like you know you. You can't push your message. You can't get people to connect with you if you don't connect with your message. Your message has to come from you. So that's why I'm doing this. My real motivation is to be as close to me as I can as a wrestler. That's it. I had a friend tell me the other day, they were like, man, what I like about you wrestling is like, it's you. It's just you. You're not doing a character. You're just doing you. You like amplify yourself. I'm like, yeah, because I don't want to be anybody else. That's not what I got into wrestling for. I'm Paul Jordane, the wrestler. If I sign with WWE, I'll be fucking Devin Allen with fucking generic trunks, and I don't know anybody there, so I can't politic myself into the right spot and all that other good shit to even get it. You don't know. Maybe you could. Who knows? But let me rant right now, Let me rant a little bit. But thank you, Daystone Wolf. You got me rolling a little bit. You got me rolling. I love it. I think it's freezing up because we haven't crossed the Mason-Dixon line yet. Oh, yeah, y'all are still on the road. What was the last game you played? It was Age of Empires, and then any of the Zelda games. It was definitely one of the older Zelda games. Not Ocarina of Time. Majora's Mask. No, it wasn't even Majora's Mask. It was the one after that on the GameCube. I want to say Wolf something. Twilight. Shit. It's a Zelda game. I love Zelda games. I love Age of Empires. And I can play Mario games and shit. But when it comes to any other games beyond that, I'll get into it. Because I have the type of mind who, like video games are problem solving. So it's like puzzles, it's all problem solving, whatever the game is, they're all kind of like different types of problem solving. So I do like those types of activities, but I try not to spend so much time in front of the TV, in front of the camera. I want to be in front of the camera more than I am in front of a TV. That's my goal. My goal is to be in front of the camera more than I am just sitting down watching TV. That's the goal. Shy, you are doing awesome, and we enjoy your show. Thank you, Shy, so much. Like Bernie quotes, it just takes a small step to achieve a big dream. 100%. You nailed it. You're definitely right with that. You're the real deal. Thank you, Kathy. Here comes 5 sticks, Jordane. Almost. Scroll back when you get a chance. You will like my description of your show. Oh, Laura. All right, give me 1 sec. Let me scroll back. His show is a plethora of substantial and non-substantial topics that will interest someone in the chat. You nailed it. Sometimes we'll do some substantial subjects. Sometimes we'll talk about fucking Gremlins for 2 hours and everybody will be more excited about Gremlins, which I get it because we need something to get our minds off the bullshit everywhere. There's so much bullshit everywhere. You can't watch anything without it being slightly in the negative side of things, trying to make you feel bad or guilty or whatever the case may be. Are you on a diet? This is the wrong diet. You need to do this diet. Blah, 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 blah. Bullshit. We're just trying to sell you something. That's what they're really doing. Kathy said, bring it. Have you ever tried to get a WWE tryout? Yeah, I was in WWE. I was actually in FCW before they had NXT. I was under contract for about a year and a half, and I got released. I was 21 when I got signed, so I was 22, almost 23 when I got released, and it's a great learning experience, and that was where I actually learned to wrestle. But, take a guess what time it is, guys. Hashtag IHTP. Hashtag IHTP. So give me one moment. I'm going to be back. You guys know the deal. If somebody comes back here and they're not here yet, tell them where Papa went. All right? Just tell them. Tell them where Papa went. Papa will be back. Okay. Oh no, I dropped all my stuff. We're back. We're back, guys. We're back. Did you miss me? Did you miss me? Oh, what's up? It's Eric. Hey, Eric. You are good. Didn't you wrestle? Hey, God of Sparrows. I hope you're still there. I didn't see that. Sorry, God of Sparrows. Yes, I did wrestle JL Rose. Good old JL Rose. I miss JL Rose. He was a good dude. He was a good dude, or is a good dude. I'm sure he's still alive. I just haven't seen him. I mean, I hope he's still alive. I don't want to speak too soon on anybody's, life or death experiences or anything. But I figured move that over there because I've been covering up my Jordane sign and it's just been bothering me all night long. Daystone Wolf, did you ever think to go to a bigger company like WWE, AEW, TNA in the past or even now? Yes, I've done tryouts. For Evolve. I did a couple of Evolve tryouts. I've done Ring of Honor tryouts. I've done Impact Wrestling tryouts. I've done all those tryouts, and they've all told me, you're not entertaining. You don't have personality. Yeah, you're big and tall, but you okay, fuck you. That's where I am with this now. That's where I am with this. Yes, Daystone Wolf, but definitely. I pushed until at a certain point I got so demoralized with it to where I was like, I stopped really caring so much. I did lose my passion for a while, and that was very depressing. And that's very personal stuff that we're not going to get into right now, but we definitely will get into in the future. I'd have to be more prepared for those conversations, because those are more real. That's more real shit, more personal shit for me. So I've definitely done all those, but I haven't done a WWE tryout since I have been since I've been Jordane for the past 4 years. So I'm definitely going to be working on trying to get one of those. Shy, please ignore my typos. I am cooking and listening and typing. That's all good, Shy. No worries. This is a great show. Thank you, Daystone Wolf. No, I legit appreciate that. I legit appreciate that. And we're gonna keep growing, man. We're gonna keep getting better. This is just the beginning, and this is our community here. And the beautiful thing about this is, and I've been thinking about this a lot, how I used to be so mad and I used to be so jealous that I grew up in the era that I grew up in, because reading all the old school wrestling books, I was so jealous of them, because it was such, just those stories alone with the being on the road and all these wild adventures that you have and these cast of characters that you meet. And then it all got taken away for the past 30 or 40 years because of Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon went national, and he made the WWE. He created the WWE, and the WWE became a national company. And that, in result, I mean, if you're a wrestling fan, then you know what I'm talking about. That ruined a whole bunch of wrestling companies to where there was only one big titan. and that was the WWE. And that's where I think a lot of wrestlers have, especially mental issues nowadays, because they're trying to impress this one company with just a couple of people in there. And if they don't like you, what are you going to do? It doesn't matter if you can get over, if you're talented, if any of this stuff. It doesn't matter if you can't even get on the show. If you can't even get on the show, nobody knows how amazing and great you are. So you have to keep creating those types of opportunities. Even if they're not in the ring, I'm creating my own opportunity right here so that you can hear me talk. You can see, like, okay, this is the type of guy that I support or not support. Even maybe I'm turning people off and they're like, oh, I don't like that guy. That's fine. Fuck off. If that's you. Because I liked, if you give me that attitude, I give it back. Even though I gave myself that attitude and I told myself to fuck off. Mahoney Games, I did not know that. What did you not know? I'm backed off on the comments. Sorry, guys. I'll catch up, I promise. He thinks, oh, Laura. Oh, you little shit, Laura. Laura said, we will take a short commercial break. Oh, that must have been when hashtag IHTP. Hashtag IHTP. I'm coming back to you, God of Sparrows. Just give me one moment once I get through here. We will take a short commercial break. No, we didn't miss you. Thanks, Shy. Little lady. What's up, little lady? Hey, little lady. How's it going, little lady? That's all I got. You're brand new. I don't know what to say to you, little lady. You got to tell me. You have to tell me what's up with you, because we have never met you before. Let me see. I got one, little lady. What the fuck? Are you serious? You are definitely entertaining. That's insane. Fuck them. Wow. Thank you, little lady. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, little lady. I'm trying to see. There we go. Mahoney, it doesn't matter if the wrestler's in front of 100 people or 1,000 people. I will always support Endgame Paul Jordane. Oh, my man. Thank you, Mahoney. I appreciate that. And you know what? I've spent most of my career in front of nothing but small fucking fans, and I look the way that I do, trying to get out there and fucking get it, because I love this shit. I love that shit, man. I love that shit. That's why there has to be competition. So there are multiple big companies, so that if you can't get in, WWE, there are more options. I agree 100%. 100%, Daystone Wolf. That's my point. My point is I used to envy all of the older wrestlers because those stories were so amazing. And then it was taken away from us because there was only one company, so everybody's fighting to get into this one corporate company. It's a corporation. It's not even like the old school companies where they didn't have all these weird, creepy rules and all these weird, creepy things. And they do a lot of cover-ups. And you got to take care of your company. And you can't control wrestlers. Wrestlers are wild animals, as we are anyway. I'm not saying any of that. But it is what it is. At a certain point, it is what it is. I remember one match you and JL had. Y'all were out of the ring, and he wrapped you up in the ropes that blocked the crowd from the ring. And he did that right in front of where I was sitting. Yeah, he was an asshole sometimes. He was a really good asshole, though. You got to give JL props for that, because he was really good at getting people to hate him, and he loved it. He's one of those guys who love hearing people hate his guts, and that is a great heel. That is the type of heel that you want. That's the type of heel that I want. But I love it. I love it. I wish we still had the territories. I wish we still had the territories too, man. The territories, because then you could really you could see the best of the best in any town in America, because they're all working, but they're all working all over the place. They have work everywhere. Daystone Wolf, I would have not found out about you if you did not follow me on Twitter. So in turn, I watch your content and love all of it. You do a great job. Hell yeah, dude. You see, it's one of those small steps, but now you actually watch the show and actually entertained and enjoy it. And I'm entertained and enjoy your comments and the things that you provide, because that's another thing in this new world that we live in. Doing the live streams, and I'm coming back around, because I did change. I'm not going to get to the traffic shit today. We're gonna do that later. We'll probably do that tomorrow. But now, because we're on wrestling now, and I got a lot to say about wrestling. But the thing is, hold on. Let me catch up over here real quick. Fuck them. They feel threatened by you. I appreciate that. You always bring it when you wrestle, and you always take out the trash. I'm going to get a clip of that, Rachel, because most people don't know what you're talking about. But I'm going to get that clip. I'm going to put it on one of my shorts on my YouTube page so that you can see it. But I was a heel down in Florida, and I literally said I was taking out the trash, and I threw my opponent in the trash as I was leaving. He didn't like it, but the promoter wanted it done so that we could have the footage, and I have the footage now. I have the footage now. We're good to go with that, baby. God of Sparrows. He ended up sitting right next to my dad during that match. Yeah, he probably was trying to like get your dad pissed off or something. Did he say anything to your dad, or was he just there? So what I was saying was, I used to love the old school days and then the whole WWE thing, but now, here's the cool thing about it. So you see, like, I'm streaming to YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, all that other good shit, and there's platforms now where, just like Daystone Wolf said, I followed him on Twitter, and then he followed me, and then he started following the show, and then became part of the community. This is a huge opportunity now because this type of stuff has never existed for wrestlers before. So now in my head I'm thinking, okay, well, if I keep wrestling and if I keep hitting the road hard that I can, and I will, like you said, I do want to get into other companies because I want to make money doing this. But you can make money doing this, and it's just being that persona. It's being that fucking wrestler. It's being that, but the opportunity has never been there like this. Sure, like you got the old school stuff where they didn't have the internet and it was a little more like, it was a little wilder and crazier because you couldn't keep up with everything. It's more like the Wild West. But now you literally have the opportunity where WWE is firing people because of their Twitch streams. They have a Twitch stream and they're making so much money off of their Twitch stream that the WWE is like, no, you stop that. And you go onto our stream. So now their wrestlers have to be onto their stream, which makes sense, of course. If you have them under contract, you don't want them building their own shit. You want them building your shit, which is what the WWE does. They're smart. But if you're your own businessman, if you're your own business person, and you see these opportunities that are out here, you have to at least try. You have to try. You have to. Anyway, we'll get back to it. Boom. Mahoney Games, same. I never heard of Jordane until he followed me. We now is one of my favorites. Hell yeah, dude. See those little things, man. These little things, and that's that constant build. It's slowly coming. It's slowly coming. It's also interesting that you wrestle close to where I live. Where do you live, Daystone Wolf? Let me know approximately where you live, because I'll probably be wrestling very close to you anyway. So we'll have to meet and hang out. God of Sparrows. He ended up right next to my dad during that match. He didn't say anything, but his manager did. Oh, that must have been New Heights Wrestling then if he had a manager. I'm assuming that was that Florida? That had to be Florida. Maybe Defuniak, or it depends on the year. I don't know. You have to tell me, God of Sparrows. You have to tell me, because now I know you've definitely seen me live, but I'm trying to place it. I just can't place it. But I know you were there. I know you were there. Daystone Wolf, New Jersey. Oh yeah, I'm all up in New Jersey. I train in New Jersey once a week. I'll be up in New Jersey training tomorrow. So I'm all up in and around New Jersey. Laura Spangler, do you know who to contact, by the way? If not, I will try and get you the contact info. Oh, I have all the information I need, Laura. I appreciate it. I appreciate you even offering to reach out for anything like that. I do. I have all the information. I have everything that I need. All I have to do is click send on the email. And I'm very stubborn, and I'm very hard-lined in my thought process in the way that I want to do things. And I've convinced myself not to do that yet. But sometimes I do sit down and try to tell myself that I need to write those emails and I need to try to at least get some type of a tryout. But it's that back and forth that I have where I'm like, no, fuck that. I don't need anybody. Fuck y'all. I'm gonna build this shit myself. And then whatever happens, but at least I'm trying to do it myself, you know? Oh, big time wrestling. Oh, okay, yeah. No. I do have that. Yep. One of my good friends actually used to work backstage for them in the office. So yeah, big time. You definitely want me on Big Time Wrestling. Okay, tell me who to contact, Laura. You gotta tell me. Because you might have some more information that I don't. DM me. Please just let me know. You are the Matt Dillon of wrestling. Who is Matt Dillon? Now I gotta look that up. Matt Dillon of wrestling. I hope it's not like a murderer, rapist person. Matthew Dillon. Let's see. Oh, come on. Matthew Dillon is an American actor, film director. He made his feature film debut in Over the Edge in 1979 and established himself as a teen idol. I'm not no teen idol. Starring in My Bodyguard, Little Darlings, Southeast. I don't get it. How am I that? Successful film career spanned over 3 decades and has showcased his wide range of dramatic and comedic talents. What do you mean by that, Kathy? What do you mean by that? I'm confused. I don't know what that means. Have you wrestled for CZW? I train at CZW. I've wrestled for... I've done Dojo Wars multiple times, but I made a mistake with CZW, and I was going up there for a while, and they were about to use me, and then I stopped going because I was pushing myself toward more north. I was focused on the Massachusetts region at that time, so I was getting into Rhode Island promotions, I was getting into Massachusetts promotions, and I didn't spend as much time going to Jersey and focusing on CZW like I should have. But now I'm back there training. I'm back at CZW training now, and that's just where I'm happy training at. I just have a blast there. That's one of my that's my home. That's my wrestling home. I've never had a wrestling home, guys. I've never been properly trained. I never had like a wrestling school to train me properly. That wasn't my story. That's not how I got into wrestling. That's not any of that. But if you guys want to hear any of that, we can talk about some of my actual history in wrestling if you want to as well, which would be cool. But I will get Steve or Pat's info and DM you tomorrow. Awesome. Thank you, Laura. Have you yes. I don't remember what year it was, but I can probably find it on YouTube somewhere. Yeah, awesome, God of Sparrows. But if not, that's all good. That's all good, too. Mainly, I just want to see the shirt. I just want to see if you still have that damn shirt. Because that's the old school one. If you have this, is it this one? Is it this one? God of Sparrows, is it this one? I just want to know if it's this one. Because if you have this one, I know Kathy and Thomas do. If you have this one, you are an old school Paul Jordane fan, and I love you for that. But I do love you for that. But just remember, I love you just for being you. I think that you're sweet, and I like you for that. Thanks for being you. Hey, thanks for being you. Just kidding. Fuck off. I have to change it up because I was too corny. I was being too soft. I don't want to be so soft. Oh no. I just remembered a story, but I can't tell it online. Maybe one day. I'll figure out a way to tell it. I'll tell it in a way where it won't be offensive for most people. But I have to. I'm gonna write it down. That's a good one. You guys are reminding me of a lot of good stories, man. This has been a fun episode, and this went a completely different direction than I was expecting it to. I got to rename this episode now. I got all kinds of shit that I got to do because I didn't even get to the stories that I wanted to, but I don't care because this was more so. This I feel like this stream was more so for me because when we got onto the topic of like trying out for different places and things like that, so it made me have to explain to you guys like, yes, I've been under contract. I've been in places. What was one of the biggest wrestling matches you've wrestled in? The main event of New Heights Wrestling against Ryan Ocean. I defended the New Heights Wrestling title, and we did that in an arena in Dothan, Alabama. And we were the main event. We didn't have any names. We did it at the arena in Dothan. We only sold like 200 tickets, so we lost our asses. We were trying. We were doing our damnedest. So that's what I'm most proud of, and that's on my YouTube page. But whenever you think of like bigger matches, probably my main event match against Matt Hardy is one of them. Match against Dustin. Not Dustin Rhodes. No, it is Dustin Rhodes. I was about to say Dusty Rhodes, but Dustin Rhodes. Dusty Rhodes' son. I've wrestled like all the big indie guys now, but it's not like that don't mean shit to me. The things that really are important to me are the ones that are personally important to me. Like whether it's a big, I don't care about wrestling a famous wrestler. Don't care about that. I care about the guys who I grew up in my childhood because that was my personal experience. Other than that, it's the ones that I enjoyed the most. And the Ryan Ocean one, I would probably say that I joined the most because it came together the most. It's not the best wrestling match per se, but it was for that night, and we did a damn good job that night. I'm very proud of it. Oh yeah, that one. See, God of Sparrows, you found it. See that it is that shirt exactly. See, you know. God of Sparrows is a legit fan and has been since day 2. Not quite day 1, but day 2. Day 2 is pretty cool. We're on day like 17 now or 75. I don't even know anymore. It's hard for me to keep up with. But anyway, guys, we're getting close to our time here, and I will answer this one last one from Daystone Wolf, and then we'll hop on out of here so we can keep rolling. And tomorrow's episode is going to be earlier in the day. It's probably going to be 12 p.m., and it might be just a 30-minute episode because I have to get in and get out of here. I have a lot of shit that I have to do tomorrow. Have regular work, and then I got to get my auctioneer's license in D.C., which if you guys have ever done anything in the offices of the District of Columbia, you will understand how slow and how much they don't give two shits about you whatsoever. And that's always fun to deal with. So I'm going to have fun with that tomorrow. So we'll be doing that. How many belts have you won? Oh, man, I don't even know how many belts I've won, buddy. I've won... I don't even know. I'll have to come back because right now I'm trying to think like me, and I'm sure that there's some that I forgot. I'll say 10. We'll say 10. That might be. Yeah. We'll go with 10. We'll go with 10. I don't know if that's legit or not. I'm gonna have to double check it, but I think 10's good. I've been a fan and always have. God of Sparrows. I appreciate that, God of Sparrows. And I knew that I seen you around. I knew you've been following. I knew you were familiar. I knew it. As long as you are having fun and making you some money. Thank you, Kathy. You damn right. Didn't you enjoy wrestling Davey Boy Smith with Brian Pillman Jr.? I love that. I love that match. I want to wrestle him again because that was way more my style. Dude, way more my style. Definitely. He's legit, man. He's really, really good. Really, really good. Great. Phenomenal. One of the best technical wrestlers going today. Especially for a heavyweight. Especially at heavyweight. Oh, good. My lunch hour. Oh, that's perfect. Perfect. All right, Shy, with that big old comment. Here we go. Thank you for watching my show. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell icon to get notification. Definitely click on that bell notification because that bell notification will let you know the exact times that I go live. And now that I've been fluctuating the times, I'm thinking that 6 p.m. is going to be our regular day show unless I have something that I have to do at the night. So... there we go. Multiple tag titles. Yes, with MCW. I know MCW is the main one with the Guns for Hire. And look up the Guns for Hire because the Guns for Hire is a tag team that would beat the shit out of the Road Warriors. They beat the shit out of the Road Warriors. They beat the shit out of Doom. Beat the shit out. Just look up Guns for Hire. New Age Badasses. And, yeah. Kathy Roberts, Rat Bastards. Who are you talking about, Kathy Roberts? Who are you talking about? Rachel Molester. One of my favorites is when you kicked Soldier's mouthpiece out. And I have that. That's going to be one of my highlights on my YouTube channel soon. And that was a good match. That's one of my favorite. Yeah, I forgot about that match. Damn, you're right, Rachel. That's one of my favorite matches as well. Good match, talking about the Davey Boy. And then have a good night, everyone. Mahoney Games. And according to the internet, you won multiple tag titles. Yes, I have won multiple tag titles. I definitely know MCW. I definitely know New Heights Wrestling, NHW. I've been wrestling for 15 years, though, guys. So, excuse me. Oh, Fusion. We won the Fusion titles, too? That's awesome. 3 times MCW. And then 1 time Fusion. Did we have any other belts? We didn't have any other belts, but did I have any other belts in any other tag teams? I don't think I did. I don't think so. That's a good question. I don't think so, though. But anyway, we're gonna hop off here, guys. Be back tomorrow at about 12 p.m. or 1 p.m. I have training tomorrow night, so I will not see you at nighttime. And then Friday, we return with Jordane versus Dreama, and that's going to be shooting the shit. We'll be having some drinks. We'll be having some fun. We'll be hanging out. And I need to say, I love my sister, and I love you. Must say, women, they are great. Must I say women? They are great. What are you talking about, God of Sparrows? Must I say women? They are great. Yes, women are great. I agree. Have a good night. Have a good night, guys. Everybody have a good night. You all be safe. You all take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. You know that type of deal. I don't think I have anything else before we get off of here. I think that I'm good to go. I'm just about to take a little mini walk, and then I'm going to relax because I have to get up nice and early tomorrow. Another one of these long days, but it's always fun. It's always fun. Anyway, guys, 1,405 days of Fusion. That was a legit one too, dude. I don't even remember if we lost the Fusion titles. Because that was more, that was a Virginia one. And it was hard for me to get Bill down there because Bill, my tag team partner, he's up from northern New York, up there by Canada. So he has a lot of problems trying to get down south. So a lot of times I would take a pay cut and tell them to pay him more just so they could get him down. Because I was like, you know, like, the long run is what I'm working on. The long run, because we had a lot of potential, man. We had a lot of potential, and we could still wrestle very well together, but you know, Corona kind of messes things up. But with all that being said, thank you guys for joining me. You all have a great night. This is always fun. I'll see you all tomorrow.